Hello friends, let us today see the concepts of basic structure of proteins. This is a part of Unit 4 of Basic Biochemistry of Semester 2 syllabus of Microbiology of our university. Proteins are the most abundant and important macromolecules, bigger molecules, present in the biological system which perform important functions like biocatalysis, that is, different types of enzymes like hexokinase, which catalyzes the conversion of glucose to glucose 6 phosphate, the first step in glycolytic pathway, or the enzyme luciferase, which is the enzyme responsible for light production in firefly. Some of the proteins, they are important for transport like hemoglobin, which transport oxygen in blood. Some of the proteins are important for motion like myosin in muscle tissue, and some of the proteins, they function, they perform structural role like collagen in connective tissue and keratin in hair, nails, feathers and horns. Proteins are made up of amino acids. They are heteropolymers made up of amino acids monomers, and they are produced by binding together of small units of alpha amino acids. This is the basic structure of amino acid. C alpha, that is carbon, alpha carbon, which is joined to four different groups: carboxyl group, COO minus, amino group, NH3 plus, H and R. So except R, the rest of the structure is common in all the amino acids. So four different groups are joined to alpha carbon, and see here, carboxyl group and amino group both are joined to alpha carbon, and hence they are called as amino acids. See, the R group constitute the side chain, and this side chain varies in different types of amino acids. So different types of amino acids, they differ in their R groups. Let us see further. This is the example of lysine. Here the numbering of the carbon atoms is also shown, like carboxyl group, carbon number 1, then carbon number 2 is alpha carbon, 3 beta, 4 gamma, 5 delta and 6 epsilon. So there are 6 carbon atom, there is 6 carbon atom chain in lysine. The alpha carbon is joined to alpha carboxyl group and alpha amino group, and there is one amino group extra at the epsilon carbon, that is the 6th carbon of lysine. Amino acids, they occur in two different isomeric form, L form and D forms. What is the difference in these two forms? See minutely. The left hand side, L-alanine, the amino group is towards the left, and right hand side, D-alanine, the amino group is towards the right. So most of the amino acids in our system, they are L amino acids, and here it is shown the L-alanine. You also notice that CH3. What is CH3? CH3 here is the R group of alanine. How amino acids are classified? So they are classified depending on their R groups into different classes like non-polar and aliphatic, aromatic, then polar, uncharged at physiological pH, positively charged as physiological pH, and negatively charged at physiological pH. So I hope you remember about the polarity. Do you remember the hydrogen bond HOH? So in water, H forms bond with oxygen, and on this bond, oxygen being electronegative, it tends to attract electron pair towards itself. So in OH bond, oxygen has delta negative charge and hydrogen has delta positive charge. So there is distribution of charge across the bond, and such compounds are called as polar compounds, and polar compounds, they dissolve in water. So amino acids, some are the polar and some are non-polar. So let us see these classes of amino acids. Non-polar and aliphatic, there are 7 such amino acids. Aromatic, also non-polar, 3 such amino acids. Polar but uncharged at physiological pH. What is physiological pH? The pH which is present in our cell, our biological system, mostly around near neutrality. So this, at this pH, because the charge on the amino acid varies with varying pH. So at different pH, the charge on amino acid changes. So here it is considered the physiological pH. So some amino acids are polar but they are not charged at physiological pH. Such amino acids are 5 amino acids. Some amino acids are positively charged at physiological pH, and some amino acids, they carry negative charge at physiological pH. There are 2 such amino acids. These are the structures of different amino acids shown here. Look at first, that is glycine. The R group is H. All the pink color groups are the R groups of different amino acids. And second is alanine. R group is CH3. Third is proline with a cyclic R group. Fourth is valine. CH3, CH3. Then leucine, isoleucine, methionine. Look at methionine. One sulfur is there in methionine. CH2, CH2, SCH3 is the R group of methionine. What is the difference in these amino acids, all these amino acids and proline? See, in proline, the alpha amino group is joined to the R side chain and forming a ring structure. So proline is an amino acid, whereas glycine, alanine, valine, leucine, isoleucine and methionine are amino acids. So this is a difference of proline and other all amino acids. These three are the aromatic R groups, like phenylalanine, in which CH2 and then attached to benzene ring is the R group. Tyrosine has one OH group attached to benzene ring, and tryptophan. So all three have benzene ring in their R groups, and hence they are aromatic amino acids. See here, polar and uncharged R groups. Look at serine, it has R group CH2OH. Threonine again has OH in its R group. But see, polar groups are there but they are not charged. Similarly, cysteine, SH group is there in cysteine. Asparagine and glutamine are the having amide group CONH2 in their side chain. So if you carefully see these structures, you will notice that the side chain contains polar groups but they are not charged. These are the positively charged R groups. The amino acids are lysine, arginine and histidine, which have extra positive charge in their side chains. Look at lysine, one amino group in the side chain. Similarly, arginine, one positive charge in the side chain. So if you look at lysine, What is the net charge? See, two positive charge, two amino groups, so two positive charges and one carboxyl group which is giving it negative charge. So what will be the net charge? The net charge will be 1 positive. So these are positively charged R groups of some of the amino acids. Now these are the negatively charged R groups. Aspartate and glutamate are the amino acids. You can call them aspartic acid and glutamic acid. So these are, when they are charged, then they are called as aspartate and glutamate. So C aspartate R group contains CH2 plus COO minus, and glutamate CH2, CH2 and COO minus. So here you notice that one extra negative charge is there in the R group, that is the side chain of these amino acids, and look at the net charge. The net charge will be 1 negative. So these are negatively charged R groups containing amino acids. Cysteine can form disulfide bonds. Now see, we had seen earlier structure of cysteine. So here two molecules of cysteine are shown. The SH groups are shown in yellow, and these two cysteine molecules, the SH groups, the S, they can join together to form a dipeptide, that is cysteine. So this is the covalent bond, the disulfide bond, which gives stability to the structure of proteins. We will see it later. So in this slide, on left hand side non-ionic form is shown, and on right hand side zwitterionic form is shown. So amino acids, they occur in zwitterionic form at physiological pH. So NH2 and COOH, this is non-ionic form, but they are ionized in the form of NH3 positive and COO negative. And this one positive and one negative charge, so the total net charge is neutral if there is no charge in the R group. So this is called as zwitterionic form.